coastline of Pakistan is nothing short of breathtaking. A feast for all the five senses. The coast runs along the southern edge of the country, along Sindh and Balochistan. Gadani is an old village on the Balochistan coast, but its name now is associated with a much larger area. With minimal land access, much of the terrain has remained untouched. With emerald waters, a thunderous sea and crashing waves, it's a feast for the senses. Most fascinating of all are the rocks that line the coast. Various animal shapes carved out over millions of years by water, wind, sand and salt. The centerpiece is Turtle Rock, quietly nestled in a cove which is not easily visible from the land, but very accessible, and is a favorite spot for picnickers and adventurers alike. A short distance from Turtle Rock is a totally different world altogether. Equally rich in form and color, but man-made and very mechanical. This is the Gadani Shipbreaking facility, the second largest in the world, where each year hundreds of ships conclude their final journey. Shipbreaking at Gadani has been around since 1947, when Pakistan came into existence. Since then, it has seen several ups and downs, the early 70s being its heyday. The yard has the capacity to produce 1 million tons of scrap each year. The shipbreaking area stretches across 10 kilometers of beachfront and can accommodate up to 134 vessels at one time. From the shore, one can see ships waiting out at sea till a slot becomes available. Originating from all parts of the world, the ships come from almost every seafaring nation. Since Gadani is one of the last shipbreaking facilities left, most of the ocean liners end their days here. The breaking up process is a long list of tasks. Once the fixtures have been removed, the dismantling work commences. Welders carve out huge pieces of the structure. It is not uncommon to witness entire walls of steel fall hundreds of feet. Trained mechanics dismember the engines and other machinery. Bulldozers, tractors, movers, and cranes pile up the scrap in designated areas. With the help of laborers who hook, tie, knot, pull, and drag large items using heavy ropes and chains. Using welding torches, the larger items are cut down to smaller manageable sizes. Oil draining and gas discharging are done by yet another group. The people who make this place work are the laborers, the stars of the show. Most of whom come from other faraway areas. This army of able-bodied men is made up of welders, cutters, mechanics, machinery operators, and movers. The welders by far are the most visible form of labor and perhaps have the most difficult task. By midday, they are so dark that it is impossible to see anything except the reflection of the sparks in their goggles. Working conditions for these men are harsh at best. Extreme temperatures, closed spaces, toxic fumes, and punishing physical demands make for a hostile workplace. The living quarters are no more than hovels patched together with wood or scrap material. The food comes from a few makeshift restaurants, and toilet facilities are well below acceptable. There are no women to be found anywhere on the yard. Safety continues to remain one of the major concerns and is at the center of labor and management issues. Injury and death are not unusual. Not enough laws exist to protect the laborers, and compliance is an even bigger challenge. But it looks like things are beginning to improve. The fixtures removed from the ships, especially brass ones, find their way to the antique and artifacts market. The metal ends up in steel mills or the construction industry. Kadaani is a bit of a paradox. It is one of the most picturesque spots on the coastline and is naturally clean. Shipbreaking, on the other hand, is a messy, dirty, and toxic business. Environmental damage is considerable, especially when business is good. Oil, scrap material, gases, rust, waste, and other pollutants have not only damaged the beachfront severely, but have also contributed significantly to the reduction of birds and marine life. With awareness growing, international pressure, unionization, and involvement of environmental groups, change is on the horizon. Labor is taking a position and standing its ground, resulting in laws and measures aimed to improve living and working conditions. Some of the owners are showing visible and increased signs of environmental responsibility, and there is a concerted effort underway to balance business and nature.